Hey y'all, Pawpaw here. Today we're going to be working on a 2018 Nissan Versa. We got to do an oil change on it and replace the wiper blades. Alright, this is it. It's a little 1.6 cylinder 4-cylinder, or liter 4-cylinder. We're going to do the wiper blades, we're going to do the oil filter. I've got ramps I can pull it up on, but I also need to do a brake job on it, so I'm just going to jack it up, block it up, that way it won't fall on me. We'll do the oil change, and then in another video we're going to do the brake job on it. So let's get set up. Alright, we're back. We got it jacked up, got blocks under it, e-brake is set so it won't roll. We ain't got to worry about it falling on us. Blocked up on both sides. So, tools you're going to need for an oil change: drain pan. You're going to need a filter wrench and a 14mm socket or wrench. And then of course you need your oil and your new oil filter. So let's get under there, see what we can do, and get it done. Alright, this is our oil plug. It'll be on the passenger side of the vehicle to the back of the engine. You can't miss it. 1.6, has a little bitty oil pan about the size of a dinner plate. It'll be on the back side of it. 14mm. Alright, gotta make sure your ratchet's going the right way. They're usually not super tight. Alright, now on these oil plugs, there's a little plastic or a copper washer. It's a seal to keep it from leaking. They recommend that you replace them every time you do an oil change. This one still looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I don't think we're going to worry about it. But we'll let the oil drain out of this thing, then we'll pull the filter off. Well, would you look at that? We ain't got to wait long. All right. These shouldn't be super tight. Sometimes they are. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. All right, once you get it broke loose, you can turn it by hand. Loosen it up, let the oil drain out of it. Whenever you take this oil filter off, you want to make sure that there's a rubber gasket, rubber O-ring in there that stays on the filter. If it don't, you got to take it off the side of the block. But you do want it to come off the block. Be careful when backing it off because it can just fall. That's why I keep my hands under it. You will get oil on you. that's for sure. All right, we'll let this sit here for a little bit and drain. Make sure everything's out of it, and we'll clean it up and get a new filter and get the plug put back in it. We'll be back. All right, we've let it sit about 5-10 minutes. It's about dripped all it's gonna drip. Wipe a little bit of that oil off. Wipe some of that oil off up there. Our new oil filter. You want to take your old one. When you get it off, make sure that little rubber seal is still on it, which this one is. Clean off our oil plug. Still got a little bit of a drip, not much. It's probably drained all it's gonna drain. Put it back in. You don't want to really torque down on these oil plugs. You can strip them out. Just get them snug and a little bit more. And that should be plenty. We'll check it after we get it filled back up and run it a little bit and make sure it's not leaking. Now on your new oil filter, got that rubber gasket around it, or seal. I like to take a little bit of my new oil and just rub it around there. That way it makes a good seal whenever you put it on. It also makes it easier to get off next time. Don't take a lot, just get it coated real good. And then you turn your big butt over where you can reach it in this, under this little old car. Or my big butt, I'm sorry. Turn it the wrong way. Make sure you turn it the right way or else it won't go on. You don't need a wrench to tighten it up. Get it hand tight. There. That should be plenty. Make sure we wipe everything off again so we know if it's leaking. And that's all there is to draining oil out of a car. We'll be back in just a second. Go up top and put the oil in it. All right, that's about 3.5 quarts. All right, we got 3.5 quarts in it. We're gonna start it up about 15 seconds. And then shut it off and let it sit for a few minutes. Oh. All right, we're gonna let her set for about 10 minutes so the oil will settle back down. Then we'll check it and make sure it's full. We'll be right back. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's been about 10 minutes. We're gonna pull the dipstick out. Wipe it off. If you'll look, you see this burnt oil that's on this dipstick here. That means that sometime in its life, this thing was probably run a little bit too long between oil changes and got a little warm. But the engine's good. Didn't see no metal in the oil. If y'all are anything like me, even an old t-shirt can be a grease rag. All right, our oil is just at above the high mark. As long as it's between these little hash marks down here, it's good. Of course, it's good now, even though it's a little high. But there's your low side, there's your high side. You want to keep it in between these lines and these hash marks. If you go just a little bit over, you're okay. But you never want to be over. And we're just a little bit over, so we're good. That's our oil change. And there's Nana coming up here to see us. So we'll be back in just a minute with the windshield wipers. Let's start.
Yeah.
All right, now the final part of this job is replacing the wiper blades. I'm gonna do this side, and we're gonna let my camera person, my daughter Gabby girl, do the other side. This one was already coming loose. Basically just pull them down, turn them, pull them off. Quick, simple, easy. The hard part's opening the new ones. And they're just as simple to replace. Flip that around. Push the shaft through, the rod through. Fit it in there. Push it up till it locks. She's locked. She's replaced. Stick the old wiper in the package so we can get rid of all of it at one time. Driver's side is done. Now Gabby does her side. I probably should let you do the other side.
Yeah.
All right, there's usually a place where you can squeeze it.
Squeeze it?
Yeah. Because the way they catch, you see right up in there, a little indentation.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You'll have to spread that apart probably.
Oh, spread it or?
Spread it apart to get it to go back over that metal.
What do you mean by spread it?
If nothing else, do it the old-fashioned way. Get us a hammer. Hold this just a second.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yeah. I just didn't realize
Just
what
like that.
I didn't realize what was the blade and what was.
Yeah, that works too.
So it is just slide out of the plastic.
Usually there's a flap up front that's just taped down that you can flip up. Turn it. Well, you can turn it or you can just do it like that. Let me see it. Turn it where the loop is down, and then you come in like that and push the wiper blade out.
Oh, I see.
Now you can push that blade out, it flexes. Push it out enough to get it started. Just like that. And pull it till it locks.
Can I have a redo?
Right there. All right, and that is wiper blades. Stick the old blade in the package. Discard it.
You made it look so easy.
And that is how you do the wiper blades on this car. All right, well, that's an oil change and replacing the wiper blades on the 2018 Nissan Versa. We're going to do the brakes, front and rear. That'll be separate videos. So we're going to call this one done. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.